Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 4 of the Munitions playthrough, and we're continuing on with the where we left off with the Scarecrow mission. This is the second part of the Scarecrow storyline mission. So you kind of go from area to area. So we're on this part now. Kind of messed up on the last part. We didn't collect this mission while we was doing the other part, but that's all right. Just make sure that you try and when you get into a new area like this, get any extra missions and everything at the same time to make it go quicker. There's always, normally each area you go to, not always, but most of the time there's an extra little mission or something hanging around, or there'll be someone else to speak to get another part of a mission that's not connected to the storyline. But if you get all these, then you know, helps you get all the feats as you go along and not have to come back again. And just keep your eye out for like orbs. So like there was one just there, so you don't have to go looking for them later on. Normally in these level up missions, they're normally quite easy to find. They're normally sort of hanging around in places that you'd be fighting enemies and that anyway, and doing your objectives. So just keep an eye out for those. And then normally the last ones are in the inside parts. So as I said before, like if you can, try and group up with people when you're in these areas as well, because it makes the missions go a bit faster. I never did while I was doing these parts, but if you want to, that is, it'll just make it go quite a lot faster. There's more of you doing the objectives then. It's just kind of nice to do these missions and see that there's other people flying around and doing stuff, because normally whenever I'm in the open world bit, it's normally pretty quiet, so it's kind of nice to see that there's other people doing their leveling up missions and stuff. So we're nearly done with this part. Got to get five more Scarecrow's gang, and what's that? Secure and protect civilians until Hazmat arrives. So there's one more of them, so we're doing that one now. So there you go. We just got four more to defeat, and then we're done with this part. Three more. Just got to find them last two now. Shouldn't be too much longer. There's one there. Got one more to get. There you go. And then we've got a feat as well. Also try to remember to get you know, every time you complete missions, have a look in your inventory as well, because there'll be new pieces of armor or weapon or something to put on and make you a bit stronger. So just remember to always do that.
Get to their supply depot by the chemical factory. No matter what you see, don't let the effects of the fear gas scare you off.
Okay, so now we've got to move on to this next area. Batman's given us our next part of the mission. So this is like an extra little mission here as well. So it's worth picking them up. Saves coming back later on to find any leftover parts of missions and stuff that there's left to do. Take down them big guys and get the barrel. There you go. We still get the credit for it, even though we didn't carry it, but we was near them when they picked it up. Those hazmat guys are the thing that's going to take the longest as well. Getting them hallucinations and finding the hazmat guys inside. So that this part would definitely be a good place to kind of join up with other people that are doing the missions as well, because that part takes quite a long time, as you'll see in a minute. Because not every single one of these hallucinations has got a hazmat guy inside. Let's get another one of these barrels to take back. So any second one of them big tormentors should be spawning after we've taken these two down. There you go, there he is. It's gone. So now we just have to take this back to where the guy was standing, where we got the mission from. But it always gives you an arrow pointer to where you got to take it anyway. So what do you guys think of munitions anyway? I'd be interested to see what people think. I've been reading a little bit on the forum. Some people think it's quite overpowered. There's a couple of powers that seem to be overpowered and that, and they're probably going to be getting fixed in the next few weeks and that. When the next game update comes, there'll probably be some fixes there. I mean, most of the time when a new power comes out, it is normally most of the time it is a bit overpowered in the beginning, and as time goes on they slowly balance it with all the to what it would be with all the other powers. It just takes them a bit of time, but I'm interested to see what people think. Obviously I've only got 2 powers unlocked so far, so I can't really have an opinion on it, but I do like the power itself so far. I guess it all depends on what kind of powers you actually like. If you kind of like a kind of a soldier type character, then this is going to be perfect for you really. Gadgets never really was. It was more of a kind of a Batman power really. We all like, you know, kind of extras and stuff that it gave you and stuff like that, like kind of the stealth and things like that. That was more of a kind of a Batman power, I'd say. So a lot of people kind of were wanting a power that had a lot of weapons involved and stuff for quite a long time, so at least now they've actually got that that power. So I'm kind of interested to see what people think of it. And then we've got 2 more powers to come as well yet. So we've got the serums one, which is supposed to be the tank power, which is kind of like a Bane inspired kind of power. And then you've got the atomic one as well. I think it's still called that, but I heard somewhere that apparently the name could change for that. They're not 100% on that, but that's going to be the healer DPS power. So that looks kind of interesting. I know a lot of people have been wanting the water power for a long time now. It's been probably a couple of years. People have been you know, asking for that power, and they always used to say it was because of the PS3 and that they couldn't do that kind of power because of that. But I'm just kind of wondering if that means that when the PS3 eventually gets dropped and we're just down to the PS4 and PC, that we might get powers like that with water effects and that. Because I guess it will take up a lot of memory, a power like that, to do it properly anyway. I mean, you don't want it like another kind of like really like an ice power that's just slightly different. You want it kind of, you want it to actually look like water and that. There you go, we've done one part. Now we just got to find these hazmat workers. And this is the bit that takes quite a bit of the time. Because sometimes you get these shriekers, or whatever they're called, that come out instead. And we don't want those. We want just the hazmat guys. Oh, there you go. We've got one there, and another one there. That's quite lucky. You know, it kind of doesn't always happen one after the other like that. Well, there you go, then another one. Nice. And see, we didn't collect that other one, but we still got the credit for it because I guess because we killed the hallucination, and you still get the credit for it. So that's why I was saying it's a good idea if you can to join up with other people that are in the area as well. It just makes it go that much faster. But don't worry if you're not joined up with a group, because you still can get it pretty easy with other people going around. As long as you get a little bit of damage in on the hallucination, or you pick it up and someone else has knocked out the hallucination guy, then you still get the credit anyway. So just try and get a bit of damage everywhere. That's probably why it's good with the dual pistols, because I can aim them all over the place and I can get a few of the guys in all at the same time. And if one of them drops an hallucination and the hazmat, then and even if I don't pick it up, I can still get it. We're not having much luck here. We've had one for a while. We've got one left. Always the way, when you only need one of something, always takes the longest. Okay, let's hope this one drops it. There you go. Last one. So that's it, we're done with this area now. We can move on to the next one, and we'll do that in the next part. So thanks for watching. That was part 4, and I'll be doing part 5 straight after this one. Thanks guys, bye.
Assaulting the area to keep the doctors and hazmat from helping anyone. Protect the doctors and ensure as many citizens as possible get that antidote.